Hello, everybody! Hello, my name is Laura and this is Kirsty, and we are delighted to have you with us for our third lifetime as part of the SC&T Youth Camp 2021.
Absolutely. We've had a fantastic third day of the camp and we've had loads more fun playing games, challenges, and of course, making beautiful music.
So before we get our fantastic tutors on today, we have something to show you. So each youth camp, we have some fun competitions, and our first competition this week was the most peculiar place to practice photo. Try saying that at home. And the kids had to take a picture of themselves in the most peculiar place to practice. So I think, Kirsty, do we have a video to show everybody?
We do. Yep, I've just got it ready just there. We're good to go.
Here are the entries.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Brilliant. I was so impressed by the different peculiar places that you all came up with. Well done, all of you. I think you're all winners in my eyes. Absolutely.
100%. But it's now the time you've all been waiting for, and it's now time to tell you the winners. So in third place, we have got Andrew, who is playing on top of a bale of hay. And I love the farmer's cap. That just made it for me.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And in second place, this picture is absolutely very peculiar. Wait till you see it, and do not try this at home. Here we go. This is Eilith Gunn on top of her house.
Oh my goodness me.
Eilith, that is incredibly peculiar. Incredibly.
Absolutely. But in first place and winning our most peculiar place to practice crown 2021, drum roll, is Maisie Prior in her paddling pool. Fantastic. She's in the water. She's got her music stand. How brilliant. Very peculiar.
I think that's a perfect thing to do on a sunny afternoon, to be honest. But just make sure you don't get any water near those instruments. Keep them up high. Good, right. So today, everybody, we have another 3 wonderful tutors joining us. We have Tom Oakes, Ewen Henderson, and Gillian Chalmers. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. We're so glad that you could join us here today. Have you all had a good day? Any highlights? What about Tom? What's your highlights from today?
It's been absolutely amazing. I've been teaching. I got so excited by the group work that I've been teaching it to all my other classes as well, including in California somehow. So it's been fantastic.
Amazing. Fantastic. What about you, Ewan?
Yeah, it's been good. Working on some really good pipers, and highlight today was just getting to do some nice tunes.
That's a good highlight, I'd say. What about you, Jill?
I think my whistles in the group work when they cracked the whole tune and they were so excited. So yeah, that was lovely.
Very good. Now it is time in that show again to play Who Did It? So for those of you that have been following our live times all throughout, this is definitely an exciting part of the show. So we're going to tell you something about a tutor, and you have got to guess which tutor it is. So whether you are Team Gillian, Team Ewen, or Team Tom. Team Tom! So I'm going to pop this up. Now, you let us know which tutor enjoys baking bread. Is it Chef Tom, Chef Jill, or Chef Ewen? Look at those lovely things there. Let me see in the comments which one you think it is.
Absolutely. So while we're having a guess, while we wait for those comments to come in, I've got a couple of jokes for you.
I really hope they're not crummy.
Definitely not. Absolutely. Anyway, what did one slice of bread say to the other before the race?
I don't know. What did one slice of bread say to the other before the race?
You're toast.
But where's Siggy when we need her with her badum?
I know.
Right, well, Sky has commented it's going to be Chef Jill. Not sure. Put us out of our misery, Kirsty.
It is Chef Ewen.
Ah.
He is the bread maker of our tutor.
Yeah. Right, I think we will catch up with Ewen just now. So Jill and Tom will see you later. Hello, Ewen.
Hello. How's it going?
Good. So you hail from Lochaber in the West Highlands of Scotland. Tell me, what is the midgie situation like there? I know that when I lived on the West Coast, it was horrendous.
Well, I'm not there right now. I'm in Glasgow just now, but I was up at the weekend, and at one point during the day on Saturday, when it was, bear in mind, this is during the day, kind of about midday, 1 o'clock, glorious sunshine, I was still getting eaten by midges. So if that's what they're like at that point in the day, it was a very warm and very close day. There was no wind blowing really. So, I mean, that's in the midges' favour. But if that's what it was like at that point in the day, I would not have liked to have been hanging about outside once it started to get dark.
No. So you're most commonly found performing with Manran or solo. You co-founded Manran in 2010, all that time ago. Do we have any Manran fans at home? Let us know in the comments.
And you're our pipes and chanter tutor this week, but you don't just play the pipes. What other instruments do you play?
No, play the fiddle and piano as well, mostly, a bit of whistle and sing.
Fantastic. Which one did you learn first?
Say again, Sophie, which one did I do first? I started off on the fiddle, and then it would be the piano, then the pipes, and then I suppose everyone sings up. That was probably first in that case, but
Oh, fantastic.
You also have 5 Scots Trad Music Awards in 5 years and the MacDonald of Slate Prize for Gaelic Poetry. Do you have a favourite award that you've won?
If I do, it'd be for something non-musical, probably. Maybe like a sporting award or something that has come along very infrequently in my life. So yeah, maybe something like that. Or I won a Ceilidh dancing competition at the start of last year, just before lockdown. So, and it's a beautiful big shiny silver and pink trophy. So yeah, that's my favourite award. Strictly come Ceilidh dancing.
Any bread making competitions?
No, I mean that's something that came along during the original lockdown last year, so I haven't been able to go public or go competitive with that yet. But watch this space.
We also have a comment there. Emma Barclay is asking, which is the hardest to learn out of your instruments?
They're all hard in different ways, I would say. They've all got their different difficult things about them. I'd say maybe for getting started on, maybe the fiddle, or maybe the chanter, but maybe the fiddle's the hardest because the fiddle just sounds horrible when you start off in it. And there's no way around that. It's just going to sound horrible for a while. You just have to accept that and enjoy it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Right. Oh, I've got one more question from Emma. Who asks, is Gary Ennis as bouncy as he seems on the radio?
Yes.
He plays in Man Man too. Yes.
In fact, he's bouncier.
Well, speaking of Gary Ennis and Man Man, we've got a clip of you playing at the Barrowlands just now. So yeah, let's hear that. If pop that on. Oh.
Brilliant. Well, I was dancing along at home to that. Good fun. Now, Ewan, I have something to show you. Let's just have a little look at this here. Is this you here in the? Is this? What, can you tell the viewers about this? Just tell them about this picture. What it means.
That is a wonderful reproduction of real events there. That's incredibly lifelike. I could have sent you. There are photos. Yes, this was perhaps the sporting pinnacle of my life when I scored a goal at the 2009 Scottish Cup final at half-time while dressed as a pineapple.
Might we ask why were you dressed as a pineapple?
It's a bit of a long story. I was due to be playing with a band before the cup final, and this was all in the process of getting arranged. But anyway, whatever happened, plans changed, and they didn't want a band to play before it anymore. But to make it up to us, they said, but there's a bit of a game of football going at half time, and we need some bodies for that if you'd like to play a part of that. So we signed up, not realising that it was the game of football at half time was the Fruit and Veg 11. Sorry, the Fruit and Veg Select versus the mascots. So it was Rangers against Falkirk in that final. So it was us against Broxy Bear and the Falkirk Fox and a couple of SFA mascots. And there was a team of myself, the pineapple. There was a strawberry, I think a cucumber, and various other things. And yeah, and I scored the winning goal. I stuck it past Broxy Bear at Hampden. Proudest moment of my life.
That's better than any award, that.
Yeah.
Well, now it is ice cream guessing time. So this is the chance for everybody at home to guess what Ewan's favourite ice cream flavour is.
Yep. Are you ready at home? So the first person to comment with the correct ice cream flavour, as always, will win a prize. So yesterday we had Jenna with her banana. We had Blythe with her salted caramel. And we had Innes with his raspberry ripple. Now, I can tell you it's not one of those. So that gives you a good clue. Not one of those. So in the comments, send us over which ice cream flavour you think Ewan is a big, big fan of.
Mm-hmm. And while those comments come in, we have another wee video of you playing with Manran. This is Alpha. Could you tell us more about that just quickly?
Yeah, this is a set of tunes that it starts off with a tune by Gary Innes that he wrote for his old fire engine when he used to be a part-time fireman, and then we go into a couple of bits of Gaelic Post to Beal. The first is Ferra Chade, which is a song taking the mick out of the Laird of Corrie, it's a place in Skye, and then Dolla Gruelin, going to Gruelin, that's the last bit.
Fantastic. Well, here we are. Let's go for it.
the tanner, perra the pigs, Kudir Cavianus in the perra the pigs, perra the tanner, perra the pigs, Kudir Cavianus in the Uvil, perra the Vil kommer ju med Uvil, perra the Pinna Conning Comidus, Uvil, perra the Uvil, kommer ju med Uvil, perra the Pinna Conning Comidus, perra the Goodish, perra the Pudding Chinch, perra the Goodish, Goodish, Hulish, perra the Goodish, perra the Pudding Chinch, perra the Goodish, Goodish, Hulish, Uvil, perra the Vil kommer ju med Uvil, perra the Pinna Conning Comidus, Uvil, perra the Uvil, kommer ju med Vil, perra the Pinna Conning Comidus. Juvil, ferra juvil, kommer ju med juvil, ferra bilen kan ju komma dit. Juvil, ferra juvil, kommer ju med juvil, ferra bilen kan ju komma dit. groen, 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 zodat alle groen in de koers en de kroken. Alle groen, groen, zodat alle groen in de koers en de kroken. Juweel, hittela, 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 juweel, hittela, raak op een dollen. Juweel, hittela, 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 juweel, hittela, raak op een dollen. Kaisje vieren, 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 kaisje vieren, geschiet aan mijn goorden. Kaisje vieren, 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 kaisje vieren, geschiet aan mijn goorden. Juweel, hittela, 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 juweel, hittela, raak op een dollen. Juweel, hittela, 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 juweel, hittela, raak op een dollen. Hittela, 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 juweel, hittela, raak op een dollen. Juweel, hittela, 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 juweel, hittela, raak op een dollen.
Very good, you. It just always sounds like so much fun up there. Is it as fun as it looks?
Well, it's been a while since we've been able to do it, but yeah, we're getting to do it again soon, so hopefully it will be fun.
Fab. Good. Well, speaking of fun, we've had lots of good guesses at your favourite. We've got rum and raisin, strawberry, chocolate, but Sky, you've done it again. It must be because your dad sounds like you've just got this intuition for the right flavour. It is correct. Ewan's favourite ice cream is mint chocolate chip. Yes, in there.
Brilliant. Oh, lovely. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Ewan. We'll look forward to seeing you at the concert on Friday. But we'll say goodbye for now, and we're going to bring on our penny whistle tutor, Jill.
Goodbye and hello.
Hello.
How are you, Jill?
Amazing. I've just really enjoyed listening to all that music.
Absolutely. And have you had a good time at the youth camp so far?
Yeah, having a brilliant time. It's just been lovely to see all the smiley faces and so many little personalities.
I know. Right, well, before we get cracked into some good old questions, let's ask the question of our viewers. What is Jill's favourite ice cream? Let's pop in your comments. And just remember, if you guess correctly, a prize will be winging its way over to you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So you're teaching penny whistle at this year's youth camp, but that's not just the only instruments you play, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. My instrument I first started on was pipes. And pipes, and I play a bit of fiddle and whistle and a wee bit of piano.
Fantastic. And when did you start learning those?
I think I started pipes when I was about 7, which has been quite a long time.
Yeah.
And then after big Highland pipes, I learned kind of small pipes and border pipes as well. It's been quite a journey.
Fantastic.
Very good. You've also played in a good few bands. When I remember hearing you back in the golden olden days, and you were playing with Bodega. I remember being very impressed then.
Yeah, that's right. That's quite a long time ago now.
Yeah. What other bands do you play with? Even pipe bands?
Pipe bands. So I started off at Buchan Pipe Band because I'm actually originally from up in the northeast here. So that was the first pipe band I played in. And I played in Ellen Pipe Band. And then I played in the Youth Pipe Band of Scotland, which was brilliant fun. And most recently in Fife Police Scotland Pipe Band. So,
very good.
Fantastic.
And I see a wee question from Emma up there. She says, what's the difference between playing pipes in a folk band as opposed to a pipe band? And which do you prefer? This is a question from Murray. Hi, Murray.
Hi, Murray. That's a good question. I like both. It's kind of a different buzz for each one. Like the pipe band buzz I love the snare drums. So I love kind of being in the pipe band and doing that and the competitive side. But then the folk band side is just so much fun. Like it's not as much pressure. And you've got a wee bit more freedom over like how you play things and what you want to play, and you get more choice. And the other main difference is about like the key of the instrument. So obviously Highland pipes are like in B flat, but not quite. So it's impossible for other instruments to play along with you. So when I first started wanting to play in folk bands, I learned the small pipes because they're in the key of A. And you can either get the bellows ones, which are like that, or you can get mouth-blown ones. And that's quite a good place to start if you wanted to get into playing with other instruments. That just makes it a lot easier because you can play all the same tunes, but you'll be in the right key to play with other instruments. And they're a wee bit quieter as well.
That is always beneficial.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, we're gonna hear you play just now with your old band, Bodega. Let's have a wee listen. Just
A wee blast from the past.
a wee blast from the past.
Hello, how you doing? Here's a few set of push to be off for you. Hope you enjoy yourselves. We're here to have a good time, and please feel free to clap your hands and dance whatnot. Here we go. A chickama hit me out, give a minute, a chickama hit me out, give a minute, a chickama hit me out, give a minute. See me come and hack us on the meter, can you? A chickama hit me out, give a minute, a chickama hit me out, give a minute, a chickama hit me out, give a minute. See me come and hack us on the meter, can you? Gizen die head, 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 get a hennish, gizen die head, 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 get a hennish. A chickama hit me out, give a minute, a chickama hit me out, give a minute, a chickama hit me out, give a minute. See me come and hack us on the meter, can you? A chickama hit me out, give a minute, a chickama hit me out, give a minute, a chickama hit me out, give a minute. See me come and hack us on the meter, can you? Gizen die head, 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 get a hennish, gizen die head, 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 get a hennish. I'm doing here for the city of Papa, he can yam and back and this got a galabi, yam and the back and this got a galabi, and yam and the back and this got a galabi. I'm doing here for the city of Papa, isn't Nick ahead, 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 is ahead, get a hennish, isn't Nick ahead, 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 is ahead.
Brilliant. Check out that whistle playing. Well done, Jill. So as well as all your musical talents and teaching talents, you also have another talent hidden up your sleeve. You want to tell us about it?
So I've recently, well, in the last few years, taken up golf, which is a bit of a, everyone thinks that's a bit of an old man's sport, but I'm trying to change that. Women, girl power. So yeah, recently taken up golf, which was a great thing to do during lockdown because it was one of the only things that you could actually still do and get out and get fresh air. And yeah, recently won the ladies' championship at my club, which I was super happy about.
Well done, very good. Sky is asking, how long have you been playing penny whistle for? How many years?
Well, again, I think I started on the pipes, and then when I went to Plockton to the music school, kind of opened my eyes to the folk bands and things, and that is when I started learning penny whistle. So I was probably about 12 when I started. But playing the pipes, I think, does help. It's kind of comes more naturally. Whereas when I learned to play the fiddle, that took a long time to get the hang of. I'm definitely a blowing instrument person, I think.
Very good. Right, well, from looking at the comments, I see nobody has guessed correctly your favourite type of ice cream. So we're going to have the big reveal. Da-da-da! Your favourite ice cream is Raspberry Ripple.
My second favourite would have been vanilla, so you could give it to second place.
Second place. Ho-ho. I just have to make sure that they get guessing even more. Very good.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming on with us, Jill, and we'll see you on Friday at the tutor concert. But we'll say bye for now, and we're going to bring on Tom.
Goodbye, and hello, Tom.
Hi. Hello, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. It's lovely. I'm sat here in the sunshine. It's great.
Oh, lovely. Well, we're really glad to hear that you're enjoying the youth camp so far. So you are regarded as one of the UK's most accomplished and versatile wooden flautists, and you also do a lot of composing too. Yes, I was very impressed when we learned all those things about you.
Who
Yeah.
knew?
And to add to that, you've played in lots and lots and lots of different countries, including Australia, India, Morocco, Norway, Finland, Denmark, Sweden, France, Germany, and all across the UK. Is there anywhere that you have not played yet that you would really like to play?
I've never been to America, which is like most folk musicians I know have all played in America. I've never played in America, which is weird.
Fantastic.
Or Canada, actually. I've only ever been sort of to the right, not the left.
Have you been to both Orkney and Shetland? That is the major question.
Do you know I've not? I've been to Shetland like probably hundreds of times. I've never been to Orkney.
Pop it on your list.
Open to offers.
Fantastic. Well, you're also interested in loads of different styles of music as well, not just Scottish traditional music. You've been involved in Arabic hip hop, Moroccan Ganwa. Is that how I said that right? Indian traditional, classical, Scandinavian traditional music, and jazz.
And just kind of say yes to everything, and then sometimes you end up in some really weird environments. I was invited over to Morocco to do a residency a couple of years running, and it was just a sort of musicians and artists and all sorts of stuff. And it turned out that all the Moroccan musicians, I was expecting folk musicians, they were all rappers. So that was a bit odd. Yeah, so I just had to sort of get on with it.
Did you try do some rapping as well?
No. I did a bit of flute percussion-y things.
Nice.
I didn't do the rapping. That would have been awful. Into my accent, that would have been horrible.
Now, when we asked if there was anything interesting that we could have about you, then I'm going to show our viewers a little picture and see if they could possibly ever figure this one out. So here we go. Just imagine that this is Tom. Here he is. He's got his wee coffee on his cycling, on his bike. Do you want to tell us your amusing incident today, Tom?
That certainly looked a lot more athletic than I was.
Spit an image.
It was very hard when you asked me something interesting because, to be honest, in the last year or so, nobody's really done anything interesting at all. So this morning I realised we'd run out of coffee, so I cycled to the coffee shop, and rather than walk back with my bike and coffee, I decided to very carefully hold the coffee and cycle very slowly on the grass, so as not to cause any injury, apart from there was a hole, and I cycled into the hole. So.
Oh dear.
Did you manage to stay on your bike though?
I did, the coffee did not.
Oh dear.
It's not really very interesting, is it? But it's quite funny, I suppose.
It is. It's one of those moments that if anybody had seen you, they really would have chuckled all the way home.
Well, I hope I amused someone else.
So let's hear you play a set of reels now with the fantastic guitars that is TBD.
That was brilliant. Well done. What tunes were they?
Those are two Irish tunes. So the first one is called the Grand Canal, which is named after the big canal that goes through the middle of Dublin, and the second one is called the May Morning Dew, which is kind of, I think it's from Donegal actually.
Yep, and you've composed your own music and have your own solo album, the Tom Oakes Experiment. Can you tell us some more?
Yeah, well, that never actually resulted in an album. It meant to a couple of times. So there's an album worth of music there. There's been about 3 different lineups. I think there's been more lineups than there have been gigs of that stuff. Other things keep getting in the way. But I did record an album during lockdown, just totally on my own, just on the flute with a bit of bouzouki on over the top of it, and that's coming out soon, and that's all traditional music.
Amazing.
Very good. Murray is asking, did you learn classical or traditional flute first?
I learnt the whistle first. So I taught myself to whistle. Actually, when I can't remember how old I was. Not that young. I taught myself the whistle, maybe 12 or something like that. And I damaged my hip. And I was in basically bedridden for 6 months. And I got bored of the computer games back around in olden days were rubbish. So I think I had a Mega Drive and I got sick of that. So there was a whistle lying around and I took that up. But then, then my cousin played wooden flute, so I had to go on her flute and ended up playing wooden flute. And then I had to teach myself a bit of classical flute to get into the jazz big band at college, so a little bit of that as well. But traditional music first, always, definitely.
Very good. Well, if anybody wants to go and have a wee look, check out Tom's website. You'll be able to see lots of different things there, all about him and all about the things he's up to. So it's scrolling along the bottom, www.tomoakesmusic.co.uk.
That's very impressive.
Isn't it? Do you like that slider? So now we have your turn for ice creamness. So see if you can find Tom in amongst all these ice creams here. Which one is he going to be? He's very excited to be in all those ice creams there.
Photo.
What is Tom's favourite ice cream? That is the real question. Now this one is slightly different than your normal ice cream. It's got 2 words in it again. One of them is very common, the other one is not quite so common. So which ice cream flavour could that be? Nearly, Mishka. Yeah. Nearly.
Ooh. So while those comments are coming in, let's hear you play one more time. And this is a set with yourself and Ross Cooper.
Excellent.
Fantastic.
Excellent. Now you'll notice that we have a reoccurring fiddler in this. This is Ross Cooper. He's a fantastic fiddler.
It was the same tune as well, actually, but just about 10 years apart. Just by chance. He knows more than one tune, I promise.
Yeah.
I love it.
So fast, so fast. My feet were tapping. Very good.
So, right, I've been keeping check of these comments and we have a winner, everybody. We do indeed. Mimi, you got it right. Tom's favourite ice cream flavour is chocolate orange. Very well done. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Tom. It has been a pleasure. Lovely chatting with you and so nice to hear all this music. You can join us all tomorrow at the same time at 3 p.m. and we'll be chatting to our multiple stringers tomorrow. So we've got Ron Jappy on guitar and Romy Weimer on clarinet. So,
Yep, and you can also join us tonight at 6:30 for the big sing, where we'll have Hannah Rarity and Nori McKeever singing some songs, and you can join along at home.
Yep. See you then. Bye, everybody.